How far would you go? Just how far would you go for the one you love? Just how much would you strive to rid yourself of the people that you absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, in your mind hate? If the sky's the limit, what could you do in between? Why not go further? Why not? A man by the name of Albert Einstein said, "The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again and expecting different results." So in a way, we all live insanity. 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. But does our life really change? No. You see, that is the point of insanity. I'd bet your life starts and ends similar, if not just like the one I, or the person closest to you, is living right now at this very second. You wake up, you get dressed, you eat. Finally, you go to school or work for 7 to 8 hours, if not longer, and you sit in that plastic chair or you break your back. During this time is where insanity begins. Tell me what it is. What is it that makes you tick inside? The need, the heavy chest, and the pissed off thoughts. Adrenaline pumping, heart scorching your mind and burning your veins. You know exactly what I mean. I know you do. What is it? Is it home trouble? Perhaps friend trouble? Maybe you're just rejected by the one you love. Or perhaps it's someone else. Could it just be stupid people? Or is it some fag douche who thinks he's the life of the party, the big guy, the guy that everyone likes? Could it simply be all of above? Trust me, you're not weird, you're not crazy, insane, or mad. Your reality is just different. This is what weeds you out from the freaks of the world around you. I love her, I said. He told me to go for her. It seemed simple, straightforward, me and her, the girl of my dreams. I could do it, I thought. In fact, I did. She called me her best friend. I was able to make her feel better, good, and great. It wasn't long until I realized that everywhere I saw her was competition. Next, there are the so-called friends. You see, there's a distinct difference in friends and actual friends. You and I have several friends. You know this. I only have maybe 4 at the most friends. The people who back you up in a fight, take a bullet, the ones you see as brothers. Possibly the girl of your dreams could be one. I've learned it's highly unlikely. Friends, on the other hand, are the people, these so-called friends, okay? They are the kind of people that you kind of know, but you don't know. They aren't your friends. They are pricks who you could care less about. They could care less about you too. You can never entirely trust them, not even for a second. You don't really hate them, and you don't really like them either. You call them friends, because you're not too sure what to call them. But you know, deep inside of you, that they are anything but. Am I right so far? You have felt this at one point or another in your life. However, sometimes love, friends, and so-called friends can drive you to that feeling, that hatred in your cold, fading heart, the urge to do evil and get back at them, that break to the glorious world of insanity. I have found my peace in both my hate and insanity. You're like me, can't you see it? The lunch bell echoed through the halls. I grabbed my bag, and I walked within the many crowds in the hallway. I looked to my sides, and quickly glanced behind me. My friend ST walks beside me and begins to speak. I of course couldn't hear him. It wasn't the loudness of the hall. It was the echo of the annoying sounds inside my head. He soon branches off away from me. Coming opposite of our path was his girl, and beside her came the girl of my dreams. He stopped to talk to his, and I look at my love. But she ignores me. She ignores me only to talk to some Joe Cool, and as a man, I can see he cares not for her. And I'd imagine he only wants to sleep with her, only to get it, and this fuels my insanity. I continued to lunch, and I sat down with ST and my friend Dalton. The so-called friends are there too. The talking among everybody endures as they joke. I finally had a chance to do what I enjoy. To entertain, to make people laugh. I let out a quick pun that I felt was absolutely hysterical, only to have no reaction from anyone. Instead, all I got in return were looks as if I had a penis growing out of my forehead. Insanity, insanity, and mother effing sanity. I grew tired of these events. I regained control over my anger. After an hour or two, I head out for my final class. My dream girl is here. I want to tell her how beautiful she is, how amazing her personality, and how me and her could work, but I treat her like a goddess, but I've got this one problem in my way. Insanity. Not one, but two pricks. One behind and one to the right, and me sitting there with no chance. My blood boils. I grind my teeth. My heart beats with darkness. My eyes darken, my pupils shrink, and madness tosses me back into a blank world before insanity throws me into infinity until I hit oblivion and burn inside the cosmos, completely unaware of space and time. Class ends, and I'm in a mix of depression, anger, and hate. I use all I can find within me to come back into reality. I try to control myself. I walked out into the hall, and I can see her. Her beautiful face, her stunning personality. She's at her locker. I successfully curve my adrenaline, and I work up the guts to talk to her. No matter what I said to her, even after bringing up things that I knew she'd absolutely love to talk about, things she'd agree to or want to talk about. Anything at all. All I get back was the usual from someone who is not interested. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. This didn't confuse me the least bit. At least, it didn't bring out the insanity. It actually pissed me off and made me want to stop her and ask what the hell her gosh damn problem was. But I couldn't do that. I think I have more control than that. Finally, We part to go home. The next day, the same events occur. The exact same events that always occur. After the final class, I want to make another attempt, but she is accompanied by a friend. These evil thoughts, they fill my head, okay? Fill my mind. And the never-ending annoyance continues. I become mute. Facial expressions missing. And I move through the motions of the day, unaware of anything. After school, it is storming. The wind whips my face, and the rain soaks my clothes, stings my back. I was walking home slowly, again unfazed by the hellish weather. I did, however, glance at a wet store window beside me, but the reflection wasn't me, it was insanity. Once home, I found my way through the dark. My eyes never close. My face holds the exact same blank expression. I lock the door to my room. The room is only lit by frequent lightning strikes outside. I lay on my back. I feel as if my room and my mind are spinning, and it gets faster and faster and faster until I feel sick. Head aching, mind throbbing, legs limp, mouth dry, hands shaky, face is numb. I sprinted across my dark and slowly extending room to the sink. I wash my face and I glance into the mirror. When the lightning strikes, I can see the face of insanity with its twisted, perverse, evil, never-changing, plastic smile. It screams at me, and I scream back as I throw my fist at the glass and it shatters along with the walls, the floors, and the doors. The entire house shatters into what looks like confetti, shiny little sprinkly stars everywhere. Have I lost my mind? I'm free falling. I can hear, feel, taste, and see and smell. Reach out and choke every little annoyance except insanity. This fall was absolute torture. Finally, the voices are all around. Voices, laughs, the faces, the memories, they all appear and surround me, torment me. I cover my ears, but the sound only increases until they bleed. The faces spin around me until I am consumed by one. Finally, my world stops spinning. I awake with the smile of insanity, and finally accepted madness gave it control over my life, and it felt absolutely amazing. Set on making my life all smiles, I held my grin, grabbed the 2 butcher knives from the kitchen, and I continued to my everyday routine. So then he says, "I'll take 2, I said. The friends, they're so-called friends, just stare at me. Well? I asked. Someone yells, "You're weird!" I looked at my desk. I'm frustrated again. I am not weird. You're just retarded. Maybe you need to grow up. Maybe you need to stop talking. You stuck up. I used a lot of vulgar language. Call me that again, and I'll beat the tar out of you. Diego stands up. Guys, chill with your bullcrap. Shut your damn mouth, punk. And you think you're so cool because I said that? Because you said that? I don't hit girls, but I will tell you to go die. In fact, let me help all of you so-called friends with that. I pulled out the knife and leaped over the desk. I allowed my second strongest love, insanity, to consume my mind once more. I don't know what's wrong with me. I needed help during this time. I must have stabbed them all 50 times, and is it not wonderful? But I made a mistake. I made a terrible mistake. Everyone I knew was now looking for me. I knew I was in need of help. I came to my friends, the real ones. But I left in disappointment. They would not help. But who would? A monster like me. They just don't understand. No one understands. People are so blinded. Over a matter of 2 days, I had rid myself of them all. However, before I could leave and go into hiding from my past, I had one final thing to do. Despite the events in reality and away from insanity, I hope one day, from my dreams and thoughts, if not already, and feel the same about me, if she realized this and gave me a chance. All I ever wanted was a chance. All I wanted was to be accepted. And she will know because I'm going to tell her. That night, I crept into her room, opened the window, crept into that bedroom, and I said her name. She was surprised and demanded to know why I was in her house. She had no idea of what happened. I told her of how happy she made me, how I could make her happy, how I'd tell her I love her every day, how all I want is a chance. There is 1,000 things I could say, 1,000 things I should say, but what I will say is I love you. She was silent for a while. Then she laughed. Then she told me she didn't love me. Just one chance, I swear She still denied me. I believed I loved. I had no idea what I was feeling, but I had to go. I had to get out of that house. But I don't understand. So I ran. I ran until the only light I had was the moon. The moonlight shined down on my face. I'm in the middle of the woods, alone, wearing the same blood-stained clothes, confused, wondering how things got so bad. Why? Just why? How far would you go? Just how far would you go for the one you love? Just how far would you strive to rid yourself of the people you hate? If the sky's the limit, what could you do in between? Why not go further? Why not? A man by the name of Albert Einstein said, "The definition of insanity is doing the exact same over and over again and expecting different results." I really did live insanity. The sky really was the limit. Why not go further? You can't go further. I tried to fix my life, solve my anger, my love, my hate. I tried to go past the limit, but despite my efforts, I expected different results. I killed them all of them. Listened to their screams and their cries, tasted their blood. My only friends think I'm a monster, and the only person I ever loved hates me. I can never go home. I have to live with this for the rest of my life. I have to run far away. I need to make myself leave it all behind. I must forget about it all. But I can't, because the truth is, I'm addicted. I'm a slave to madness. I'm in love with insanity, and now I'm coming for you. All Smiles by Landon.